Kathleen Copeland.
Good afternoon. Please note there's a number of other details in the written testimony, so I encourage you to read those if you have time. My name is Kathleen Copeland, and I'm here to share my perspective as a former DCPS teacher. I was well prepared to teach. I was good at my job, and for what little it's worth, I was rated at least effective on impact every year. So in theory, DCPS should have wanted me to stay here and teach for the next 25 years. What happened? Well, to start, DCPS does not value teacher expertise. Despite being subject matter experts in our field, teachers' autonomy is heavily curtailed by DCPS's fluctuating curricular and programmatic priorities and an overabundance of standardized testing. Like about 2/3 of schools, I never got a dedicated substitute that millions were allocated towards last year. So in the first semester alone, I spent over a month covering other classes, generally with little to no notice beforehand. Despite the additional labor teachers have shouldered recently, DCPS is still using impact, a punitive and racially biased evaluation system. Additionally, DCPS central office often seems to be actively trying to make teachers' lives harder. The W2U still doesn't have a fair contract. Last year's supply cards were delivered late and canceled multiple times. Many schools also did not start last year with enough computers for students to be one-to-one as promised. And when I left DCPS, I nearly lost my health insurance because no one in the HR department will respond to my calls or emails about coverage continuation. Furthermore, there is no care for the health and safety of school staff and students. The physical conditions in DCPS buildings are disgraceful. DGS currently lists 3,545 open work orders on its dashboard, nearly 500 of which are coded as high priority. Yet there appears to be little urgency to resolve these issues, with current work orders having been open for an average of almost 4 months each. DCPS's approach to COVID mitigation has been similarly harmful. They repeatedly failed to meet asymptomatic testing goals last year. Case notifications are often delayed if they come at all, and each mandatory test to return has involved fewer and fewer students. As a result, nearly 8,000 COVID cases were reported via notification letters in SY 21-22, equivalent to approximately one in each 6 or 7 DCPS students, or 230,000 instructional hours spent in isolation. Many COVID cases could have been avoided with proper data use and commitment to layered mitigation, which DCPS has almost fully abandoned. Now students and staff, over 500 of whom have already tested positive this school year, will have to deal with the lasting ramifications of COVID infection and reinfection. Amidst these challenges, I poured my heart into teaching and advocating for safe, effective, and equitable schools. I could not abide by the way DCPS systematically disrespected staff and students by neglecting our spaces, ignoring our health, and devaluing our expertise. But speaking about issues only ever got me, at best, no response from them. I could not stay with an organization that was so antagonistic toward its workers' well-being. I support the spirit of the statewide Data Warehouse Amendment Act. Teacher turnover is a topic that deserves the attention data provide. However, I've spent the past year watching several agencies refuse to collect and report the majority of data mandated by the Protecting Our Children Amendment Acts, while DC Council couldn't hold them accountable. Last March, the DC Auditor released a report that revealed OSCE's, quote, pattern of consistent application of state education agency duties regarding critical data decisions, and the absence of a, quote, valid and fully functioning data system that put at risk any and all improvement in public education in the district. Consequently, my expectations that these data will be collected in a timely and valid and reliable manner are low. But let's assume data collection won't be an issue. The value in data comes from using it to inform decisions and guide policies. Observing that a problem is occurring isn't enough if it doesn't lead to corrective action. I have little confidence DCPS or OSCE, especially under mayoral control, will actually use these data to make teaching more sustainable. There is no secret to why teachers are leaving the profession. There's years of research on what pushes teachers out or helps them stay. The fact that these agencies haven't pursued the solutions teachers have been proposing for years shows their true priorities. While I think the statewide Data Warehouse Amendment Act's intentions are good, I don't see how it will change this unfortunate pattern of behaviors. Thank you.